What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to tonight's live stream. I am super excited for tonight's live stream because we are celebrating 23,000 subscribers. Thank you guys so much. Happy Friday. I hope you guys made it through the week. We're going to talk some Scream 7 theories. So if you have any theories you want to start talking about, drop them in the chat. We did get a new Scream 7 featurette this week where we did get a really cool new shot. So we're going to talk about that. And I'm also going to be doing a giveaway in this live stream. So if you want to enter the giveaway, I'll mention it a few more times as we get some more people in the stream. I just posted a story on my Instagram. And the way to enter the giveaway is to go and like that story. So go check it out. Well, let's see who we have here. Matthew is here. Oh no, you're still sick. I'm sorry. Your theory for Scream 7 is that maybe Sam is the one in the mental hospital. Interesting. Not a terrible theory. I mean, I don't think it's gonna happen because I don't think Sam's gonna be in the movie, unfortunately, but you know, like, if she was going to be in the movie, that wouldn't be terrible. Hey, Harvey. How you doing? Glad you can make it tonight. Hey, Sheridan. Dalthos is here. Welcome to the stream. Hey, Noah. Hey, Alex. I expect you're going to give us a countdown. There it is. 28 days, you guys. We are 28 days away from Scream 7. That honestly sounds so insane to even say that. I mean, remember when it was so far away? And now we are less than 1 month away. We are 28 days away. Hold on for 1 second. Okay, we are back. Jeremy's here, and you said, do you think Stu is alive in the flesh? Absolutely. 100%. Anyone who has been around on my channel for a while knows that that is what I believe. For sure. Potter says, I wish we got another trailer. You know, I do too, but at the same time, I'm kind of okay with it. You know, at this point, we're less than a month away. I feel like we can all hang on for a little bit. And, you know, it's nice to not have a lot of spoilers, you know? Like, the trailer for 5 and 6 spoiled some stuff. We did get a new scene in that featurette from this week, which we are going to talk about. Oliver is here, and you said, is everyone taking the day off when it comes out? I am, absolutely, yes. I am taking the day off. Well, I definitely plan to see it Thursday night, because, you know, even though it comes out technically Friday, they always have the Thursday night showing. So that's what I'm going to, and then I'm taking off the following Friday so that I can, you know, work on my YouTube videos, do a live stream possibly. It's going to be a busy weekend after the movie comes out. And I see you are a member for 11 months, so thank you so much for your continued support on the channel. Let's see here. Marcus is here. Hey, Marcus. Glad you could make it. Um, Alex, I am good. Thank you. I hope you are too. Um, Emerald is here with our first super chat of the night. Thank you so much. You said we really went from Melissa fired, Jenna Ortega leaving, and no director for Scream 7 to holy shit, we're less than a month away from Scream 7. It is crazy, really. Like, what a journey it's been the past 3 years, honestly, since Scream 6 came out. It's almost 3 years. Scream 6 was released in March, right? It's just crazy. Like, time flies. I mean, it does feel like Scream 6 just came out, but it's like 3 years ago now. That's actually crazy. But yeah, I remember when all of this terrible news came out that Melissa's fired, Jenna quit, and guess what? Christopher Landon also quit now, and we have no director. And here we are with honestly the best possible outcome with Kevin Williamson directing and Nev Campbell back as the focus of this movie. So I am super excited. Thank you so much for your super chat, Emerald. Appreciate you. Hey, J-Rod. Hey, Donovan. Glad you could hang out for a bit. We have Spicy Oreo here. Debbie's here. Chris is here. So the post about the giveaway is the last one on my story. And I show what the giveaway item is going to be. So I mentioned this in the beginning of the stream, but I see we have some more people here, which, by the way, thank you to all 58 of you who are here right now. Oh, I see it actually just went up to 62. Once again, thank you guys for 23,000 subscribers. That is what we are celebrating today. It's been a long and fun journey with you guys here for the past few years. So I'm going to do a little giveaway. So what it's going to be are these ornaments. So I have these horror tree ornaments. Here's Chucky. We have Michael Myers, Jason Voorhees. There's a few of them. And I did a story about it on my story, my Instagram story. So the way to enter the giveaway, if you're interested, is go like the story. And then I will later on in the stream I will do pick a random winner. Let's see here. This is what it is. You can see the full image. Yeah, so we have Chucky, Michael Myers, Jason Voorhees, Ghostface, Freddy Krueger. We have Pennywise, Jigsaw, Annabelle, Beetlejuice, and honestly, who's that last guy? I don't know. I'm not sure. It just came in the pack of these tree ornaments. So if you're interested, want to enter the giveaway, you can go like my last story on my Instagram. Unfortunately, though, you do have to live in the United States because the price for international shipping is crazy expensive. So I wish I could ship to anywhere, but it's just too much. Let's see here. Hey, Elizabeth. I'm with you. I hope Stu is alive and not just AI. That would absolutely suck. Gotta stay positive. Donovan says, "I'm so hyped I might drop a TV on my head." Please don't. Yes, RJ, 28 days. Yes, please, everyone, give the stream a like. It definitely helps out the channel and helps to boost this out to more people. We have Ryan here saying, "You're new here." No, you're not. You've been here since the beginning. I appreciate you. Um, Noah says, "I know for a fact Stu killed Dewey because when Dewey shot Amber, it sounded like a man. And it wasn't Richie because he was in the elevator with Sam and Kara." Yeah, um, I'm with you. I think Stu killed Dewey. I have a whole video on this in case there's anyone who is new here and has not seen it. In my Stumacher playlist, I have a video titled, I forget exactly what the title is, something like Stu killed Dewey in Scream 5. um, Spicy Oreo says that scene in the featurette has me even more hyped than I was. You and me both. I think it was the perfect, perfect amount of just like teasing something really cool. So why don't we pull that up now and just talk about it? Um, let's see here. So this is like the full scene that we got. Let me remove the comments so you can see. Okay, so the top image is Ghostface. The middle image is some girl dangling from the ceiling. And then the bottom image is the police running in. So we can tell that this is in the theater. You know, there were rumors that there's going to be a scene in the school theater. The school's going to be putting on a play called The Fairy Princess, which we know thanks to Steven's behind the scenes images, Steven from Craven Something Scary. So yeah, this looks so freaking sick. Let's pull up a different one. Well, first of all, like Ghostface there with the spotlight behind him. Oh my god, so good. But let's do just this image of the girl dangling from there. How crazy does that look? With the spotlight, you know, shining on her. She's clearly like strung up. Her leg looks like it's bent backwards and like tied up. The way her arm is just dangling there. I think she is dead when this happens. Like, I don't think that this is like supposed to be a part of the play, you know? Because in the scene, if you watch the actual footage, it looks like there's blood splattering around and she is covered in blood, it looks like to me. It's a little hard to tell for sure, but yeah. And I'm gonna throw out my theory of who I think this is, which I think might end up being true. So, you know, if you don't want spoilers really, maybe tune out for a few minutes or whatever, but this is just a theory. I don't know anything for certain. I think this scene is McKenna Grace. I think she's gonna die in this scene. I think it's a wrap for her. I always thought that she would be a victim ever since they announced her. Like she for some reason just always gave me the vibe of being a victim. But I think that is what is happening in this scene. Um Marcus, I know you're here right now, so if you could keep an eye out for people sharing leaks and stuff. You know, we already talked about it. We're not doing leaks in this chat. So if you discuss a leak or anything, you're gonna unfortunately get kicked out of the stream. I'm sorry, but that's just the way it is here. We don't want to spoil it for anyone. I don't want to be spoiled, that's for sure. And We're 28 days away, guys. Let's just make it there, please. Um, let's see. We have a couple super chats that came in. Johnny is here with a $5 super chat. Thank you so much. You said, "Hey Pam, can't enter the giveaway as I live in Ireland, but it's very cool. Looking forward to Scream 7. I am really hoping we get a huge stew twist." Thank you so much, Johnny. I appreciate you. I'm so sorry that you can't enter the giveaway. Um, yeah, you and me both. I am so looking forward to Scream 7. I am getting more and more excited, every day that goes by. It was so cool to see some of the behind the scenes stuff in that featurette, and it's just gotten me so excited. And of course, I agree with you. I hope we get a huge stew reveal. Thank you so much for your super chat, Johnny. And Marcus is throwing out a super chat. Thank you. You said, "Theory: Sid, Tatum, Chad, and Mindy are the new core four. Notice Nev, Isabel, Mason, and Jasmine were the only cast members in the featurette." Interesting. Yeah, I wonder why they chose to do that. Is it basically just to have like the legacy characters plus her daughter who is like the new main character? Yeah, I really wonder why they're keeping these new cast members like completely under wraps. We didn't get them in the trailer, at least not talking, like no dialogue from them. We still haven't seen character posters from them. We've seen nothing with the newer cast other than Isabel May, but like I'm talking like her friend group. Where the hell are they? What is going on? Um, I don't know. Totally possible. I wonder, what do you think? Like, do you think we're gonna get those individual cast posters that we got for 5 and 6? I feel like we will. I think we have to. I think they're saving it though for some reason. I think they're trying to release just a little bit every week that goes by. I don't remember exactly at what point in the marketing for the previous two movies did they release those character posters. I'm not sure, was it 2 weeks in advance? I think Brittany Vinyl on Twitter did a post where they had like all of the schedule of the marketing promo stuff for the last two. I don't know. Thank you, Marcus, for your super chat. Um, let me see here. I'm just putting a comment so that people know about the giveaway. Um, okay. In case anyone is just coming into the stream, I see now we have 79 people. Thank you so much for joining the stream. We are doing a giveaway tonight. If you want to enter for a chance to win the giveaway, go and like my most recent Instagram story. This is what is in the giveaway. These are tree ornaments, horror character tree ornaments. But you must live in the US because unfortunately, international shipping is crazy expensive. But let's see here. We have a couple more super chats. Jimmy Neutron with a $2 super chat. You said film is very under wraps. I agree with you, Jimmy. Thank you for your super chat. Yeah, they've been very secretive since the beginning of production, which, at first it was really killing me But now I can kind of live with it, especially now, we're 28 days away. I can live until the movie comes out without them revealing a lot of information. But, um, like, in the beginning of production, when they didn't give us anything, it was really killing me. Like, we didn't get any behind the scenes images like we did on Scream 6. Do you remember when we saw those images of, like, Gail filming in her blue suit? Um, I it was killing me. Thank you, Jimmy, for your super chat. I appreciate you. Let's see here. I'm just checking out how many people are in the giveaway. All right, we got a few people. Not that many though. So if you want to enter the giveaway, go like my most recent Instagram story. Maybe in like 30 minutes or so is when I'll cut it off and um pick a random winner. Is here. Hey, you said, OMG, Pam is live. These new shots are amazing. I think Ghostface walks down the stairs on the left, walks up to her hanging there, and cuts her stomach open. That would be absolutely insane. Um, yeah, I hope we get some something brutal like that. I mean, Mason Gooding, so long ago at this point. This might be like a year ago at this point. He was on a podcast where he said, um, this is the most brutal one yet. Um, and that there was like a prosthetic that made his stomach flip. So hopefully this is the scene. Because, yeah, it looks like it has potential to be very brutal, very bloody, and I cannot wait. I hope it's like kind of like Olivia's kill in Scream 4, where we just see her intestines like hanging out of her stomach. That was absolutely disgusting. Um, Thank you so much, I appreciate you being here, and I appreciate your super chat. Zork is here. You said, "Hi, Pam. Can't stay long. I have work soon. Just wanted to ask if you watched the new 28 Years Later yet." Thank you so much, Zork, for your super chat. I have not seen the newer movie. So I the one that came out last year, I wasn't really that into it, and which is such a shame because I really love those first 2 movies in the franchise. So I was really excited for, this new trilogy. Um, but I watched last year's and I like kind of hated it. So I'm not really in a rush to see the second one. However, I've been told that it's really good. I've seen a lot of reviews for it, heard it's really good. I was on Kyle's channel last week doing a live stream with him, and he said it's really good, and he recommended that I see it. So I definitely will watch it eventually, but I don't know if I'm gonna make it to the theater for it. I think I'm gonna just wait until it goes to streaming. Um, yeah, I don't know if I want to pay for a ticket to go see it. I do want to go see Send Help. I've been hearing it's really good, and I might go see it tomorrow, honestly. Thank you, Zork. We have another one from Yuno. You said, "Why is your Instagram not available for me to see?" I don't know. Um, I don't know. Didn't you have issues with my live stream also like last week? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Um, it's there. My story is there. Yeah, so far we've only had a few people enter the giveaway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's only 8 people entered right now, so if it stays that way, then your chances of winning are pretty high. But, hopefully we get a few more people. I'm gonna give it some more time still before I announce the winner. And Nicholas sent a $2 super sticker. Thank you so much. I appreciate you supporting the channel. Let's see. I see someone asked what my um what my Instagram was, I think. Yeah. So it should be linked down below, but I just put it in the comments for you. It's surprise underscore Sistapam. It should also be linked in the description. Harvey says the new 28 years later is great. Vova Gravity says hello from Germany. Hi. Glad you could make it. Chocolate Ice is here. Welcome. Noah says hope Stu and Roman aren't AI. I'm with you. Well, as far as Roman, I don't think he's gonna be alive, unfortunately. He was shot in the head. But yeah, Stu, I hope it's not AI. Mandy is here with a $2 super chat saying, I just wanted to show some support. I appreciate you, Mandy. Thank you so much. JDev TV says, I also hated 28 years later. Yeah, I did not like it. Christopher says, I feel like Scream 7 is going to disappoint. No. Yeah, maybe with that attitude. No, you gotta stay positive. I think it's gonna be good. Um, you gotta have faith that Kevin Williamson is back. He's like the only person who could do this. Now Campbell is back. We have Jesse here. Hey Jesse, and hey Russell. Nicholas sent another $3 super sticker. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Let's see here. Russell says, why disappoint? Too much hype? Are you referring to, I think you were answering Chris about Scream 7? Johnny says, I really don't like how they show so much in the trailer. I honestly think it was like the perfect amount. Not too much in my opinion, and that's kind of why I'm okay with not getting a second trailer. Elizabeth says, has anyone ever seen the movie Hello, Mary Lou, Prom Night 2? I haven't. It's sort of on my watch list because I do like the original Prom Night, but I have not seen the second one. Hey, Keon. Thank you so much. Yes, again, I know we have more people in here than we did at the start. So again, I just want to say thank you so much, you guys, for 23,000 subscribers. Seriously, it's been so much fun these past almost 3 years with you guys here on YouTube. My channel anniversary, 3-year anniversary, is in March. Like, I started this channel shortly after Scream 6 came out, and now It's been about 3 years since it came out. We're moving on to the 7th movie. So I'm so grateful for you guys. I'm so happy to be here. Love talking about my favorite movies with all of you. And just thank you so much. Seriously. So that is partly why I am doing this little giveaway tonight. Again, if anyone is just popping into the stream, if you want to enter tonight's giveaway, you enter it by liking my most recent Instagram story. And my Instagram is linked below. I also put it in the comments. Surprise underscore Sistapam. So go follow me and like my most recent Instagram story if you want to enter the giveaway. But unfortunately, you do have to live in the United States because international shipping costs a lot of money. Coca-Cola says you're my favorite Scream YouTuber because you don't post spoilers. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm not a fan of spoilers. I don't like to do that here. And if I do talk about spoilers, I give a spoiler warning. I will never put it like in the thumbnail or in the title. If we talk spoilers in the stream, like I give a spoiler warning, tell you to click out. But yeah, I appreciate you. Hey, Dustin. Glad you could stop by. Okay, Donovan, I thought so. I thought that that was Slender Man, but I'm not familiar with that. If there's a movie or a video game or whatever there is with that, I've never seen it. So, but looking at the face and the suit, that's what I thought it was. But I wasn't sure. So I didn't want to say wrong information. I think we have a few more super chats. Joseph with a $10 super sticker. Thank you so much. That is so generous of you. I appreciate the support on the channel. And you're also a channel member. So just thank you for being here. Appreciate you, Joseph. And Zork is throwing out a $10 super chat. Thank you so much. You said so many people freaking out that they might kill Sam and Tara off screen, as if a simple Sydney asking, how are Sam and Tara, and Chad or Mindy saying they're good is so complicated to do. Relax. Yeah, I feel like they're not going to kill them off screen. I don't think they will. I think to do that for any sort of main character, former main character, I think that is a terrible thing to do. I think fans would be pissed off. I would be very annoyed if that happened. But especially with this whole like drama with Melissa Barrera and how they treated her, firing her, I feel like those people who are like upset that she was fired would just completely riot if they also did her dirty by killing her off screen. But yeah, I feel like it's gonna be similar to what they said about Sydney in Scream 6. Gail said Sydney and her family is safe. And that was it. It was like one line of dialogue. That's it. And if that's what Sydney got, our main character, our final girl for decades at that point, if all she got was one line of dialogue, I don't think they're going to spend a lot of time on Sam and Tara either. But like, I don't think they would kill them off screen. At least I hope not. But I really don't think they will. Thank you, Zork. Appreciate you. We have another one from Yuno. He said, what would you do if the franchise takes a decade break again? Maybe after Scream 8, 9, or 10? Also cool that Scream's X account commented on your post. Thank you, for your super chat. So, if they take a decade break again, obviously I would be like sad about it. But if the way you said, like after 8, 9, and 10, maybe I'll be okay with it because at that point they'll have given us so much new stuff, so many new movies. By the time the 10th one comes out, it'll be at least a few years from now. Let's say they keep making one every year after 7. Like maybe we'll get 8 in 2027, and then 9 in 28, 10 in, I mean, 29. Yeah. It's hard to wrap my head around how much time is gonna go by, but, um, if they were to take a decade break after giving us 3 more movies, maybe I could live with it, but a decade break, that would suck. That's a long break, maybe a few years. Um, and yes, the official Scream movie Twitter account commented on my post today. I thought that was really cool. Um, Thank you, for all of your super chats tonight. I appreciate you. Debbie says, "Yeah, McKenna Grace ain't surviving." Invincible Troy says, "My 4-year-old Tommy says hi. He loves Scream and we like your videos." Hey, Tommy. Um, let's see here. Harvey says, "Checked out your letterbox and saw that you recently rewatched The Shining and similarly had more appreciation on a second viewing. It was hyped up as the scariest film ever, but I fell asleep." Yeah, so the first time I watched The Shining was like a couple years ago, maybe 3 years ago, and I really wasn't feeling it. I found it kind of boring and slow moving. Um, but I did appreciate it for like what it was and for the time period that it came out in, what it did for horror, but it really wasn't like my cup of tea. But then someone told me to rewatch it recently. Eric from the Bearded Entertainment, who might be here right now in the stream. I don't know if he is, but if you are, hey Eric. Um, he suggested that I rewatch The Shining because before you watch Welcome to Derry, which I finished by the way. Oh my god, Welcome to Derry was so so good. If you have not seen it, watch it. But I did rewatch 2017's It and It Chapter 2 and The Shining because they're all relevant to Welcome to Derry. But yeah, I really did enjoy The Shining this time around a lot more. So yeah, I enjoyed it. But yeah, watch Welcome to Derry. Oh my god. Johnny says, "Will you do a release day stream?" I don't know. Probably not. So I'm definitely gonna see it Thursday night, the night of the 26th. So by the time I get home, it's gonna be pretty late. Not super late. I mean, I think there's gonna be like a 7 p.m. showing. So by the time I get home, it'll probably be um I don't know, 10 PM. So it's not that late. However, there should be another showing after 7 after that first opening night showing. Shouldn't there be a second one? Like a later night showing? And if there is, and if I really enjoy the movie, I'm probably gonna watch it back to back, turn right back around in that theater and see it. If tickets are available, of course. If it's not like sold out at my theater. But what I'm thinking is I'm gonna need some time to process the movie. So what I'm thinking is Friday the 27th, I'm gonna put out some videos, some actual videos where I do like a review, maybe like a theory or something. I don't know. It's hard to say until I've seen the movie. I feel like I'm gonna need some time to mentally process the movie before I do a live stream, but who knows? It really depends how I feel that night. I might actually end up just doing a live stream that night before I do my actual videos. It's hard to say. I don't know. So just stay tuned. But we're definitely gonna be doing a lot that opening weekend. Like, we're gonna do multiple streams at some point over that weekend and videos and stuff like that. And I'm so excited. I cannot wait. And even like definitely like the first 2 weeks after the release, it's gonna be nonstop here on the channel too. Like videos from me and live streams just talking about the movie. Probably that first month, honestly, like all of March, we're probably just gonna be talking about the movie. Um, so I'm excited. Thank you, Johnny, for your super chat. Um, see here. J Dev says nothing can be as good as Scream 2. Well, Scream 4 tops Scream 2 for me. I'm hoping Scream 7 tops Scream 4 at least. Hey, Arlie. So I know people have theorized that what if that's Stu in the wheelchair in front of the Fallbrook Institute? It's really hard to see. Like, no matter how much you zoom in, it's not clear enough. Let's see if I can pull up that image. Yeah, here's the image. I unfortunately can't zoom in. I don't think I can. Yeah, that's as much as I can zoom in. It's hard to tell. People have theorized what if it's Stu, but Donovan says you should make a tier list of predicting the characters in Scream 7, like who's a goner, who lives, red herrings, and who's Ghostface. Yes, so I definitely plan to do this. It's been on my to-do list. The thing is, I've kind of been waiting for a second trailer to kind of hopefully see some more footage or some actual footage for the first time of those new characters, because it's kind of hard to tell or theorize about them without knowing anything about them. Um, but I don't know if we're gonna get that second trailer, so I don't know. But I am gonna be on Nerdbox's channel. So I know a lot of you guys here know Nerdbox. I'm going to be doing a live stream on their channel February 15th, and that's what we're going to be talking about. We're going to be doing predictions like that. So even if I don't, I would like to do a video like this on my channel, and I probably will, but I will also be talking about it live on Nerdbox's channel. You know, with another super chat saying, I'm throwing my popcorn if Stu is under that mask. You and me both. I probably will do the same. I'm gonna freak out, you guys. Like, I don't even know if I want to get movie snacks because I'm probably gonna choke on my food. I don't know. Um, Yeah, I feel like I need to bring tissues because I might cry. Who knows? Like anything can happen. Thank you, for your super chat. And we have another one from Nick. Wow, thank you so much, Nick. You said congrats on your 23K. Here goes $23, totally deserved. You have the prettiest face and freckles in the Scream community. I will attend the Scream 7 release wearing a t-shirt with Steven's picture. Got permission from his wife. Nice. Thank you so much, Nick. This is super sweet of you, super generous. I appreciate the support on the channel. Thank you again to all 90 of you guys who are here right now for being here tonight, hanging out, talking Scream 7, and just for helping me get to 23,000 subscribers. It really has been quite the journey. The past 3 years, it's been so much fun. So just thank you. Seriously. I appreciate your super chat, Nick. Thank you so much. Let's see here. Yes. Thank you, Marcus, for moderating. Just another reminder, I haven't been seeing everything in the chat because it's hard for me to keep up with all the comments. But if anyone is sharing leaks for the movie, unfortunately, you're going to be removed. Or hateful comments for sure. Hey, Resident Dr. Evil. Thank you so much. Yes, we are talking Scream 7 theories. Yes. Okay. So another reminder, if you want to enter tonight's giveaway, go like my most recent Instagram story. That is how you enter. In a few minutes, I'm going to cut it off and then pick a random winner. Let's see. Da Boy Phenomenal Gaming is here. What is up? Glad you could make it. It is almost that time. Hey, Derek. Let's see. Oh my god, yeah. Doctor Sleep is really good. I watched it for the first time about a year ago. Now that I just rewatched The Shining, I definitely want to do a rewatch of Doctor Sleep. Yeah, I do think I enjoyed that way more than The Shining. And I see Dustin said I always thought The Shining was overrated. I do agree. Like when I first watched it a few years ago for the first time, I was like, this is overrated, But that being said, I did kind of appreciate it more this time around. But I do agree. I do think it's a little overrated. Do you think Sydney's first daughter will be in Scream 7? I mean, yeah, I think that is Tatum. I think Tatum is her first daughter. Noah says I'm gonna watch it on Tuesday because at my theater on Tuesdays the tickets are really cheap. So this is true. AMC at least has discount tickets on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, but in no world am I waiting till Tuesday. I have to watch it immediately. And honestly, I would spend $100 to go see Scream 7. Atrol is here. Hey, you said I'm going to say it. This will be the best Scream movie of all time. I hope so. I mean, I definitely don't think it could beat the original. I don't think any Scream movie sequel is ever going to beat that original movie. but I hope it's the best sequel. I hope Scream 7 is the best sequel. Cassandra is here, and you said, I got my sister and I Stew Crew shirts to wear to the movie. Can't wait. Nice. Thank you so much, Cassandra. I seriously appreciate that. And thank you for reminding me, because I did want to let you guys know I have been sharing this on my YouTube channel and my Instagram. I do have new Stew t-shirts for sale. Let me pull up the images. Hold on. Let's see. Okay. So I have this shirt that says Stew Crew. I also have one that says Team Mocker. And I also have hoodies that say Stew Crew. But yes, these are for sale. You should see it if you're like watching this on YouTube right now. If you just scroll down to the bottom of the video, it should be linked there. The link is also in the description and in my community section. My community post on my YouTube channel is a post with the link. So yes, I have these t-shirts for sale. I'm very excited about them. You know, if you're a Stew believer and you want to prove to everyone at the theater that you've known for years now that Stew's coming back alive, please buy one and wear it to see Scream 7. That would make me so happy. Yeah, I think the Stew Crew ones are fun just because it rhymes. But I also have, let's see here. I also have Team Mocker. So please consider purchasing one. I would appreciate it. Oh, okay. So Harvey said, I understand The Shining is overrated, but The Exorcist is the most overrated horror, in my opinion. You know, I have to agree with you, Harvey. Yeah, we did. So as a kid, I definitely had seen bits and pieces of The Exorcist when I was way too young to be watching it, and it did scare me as a kid. But it wasn't until last year, or actually October, I think it was October of 2024, we did a watch party for The Exorcist here on the channel. So I watched it with all of you guys, and I was not enjoying it. Like, it is not my cup of tea. So I agree with you, Harvey. Oh, we have a few more super chats. Cassandra with a $20 super chat. Thank you so much. I seriously appreciate you. You're also a channel member, and I know you also purchased a couple of my Stew Crew t-shirts. So you are just a big time supporter of the channel, and I seriously appreciate it. Thank you so much. Seriously. We have another one from Yuno. Thank you so much. Do you think Mindy will get it wrong for the third time? Maybe it has severe consequences this time around. Also, I've noticed she's never been there for the final act. Maybe she will this time. So, you know, I feel like Mindy kind of gets it right. Like, she's kind of back and forth with her predictions. Like, I was just rewatching Scream 6 the other night, and she suspects Quinn during the rules scene. But obviously then, you know, Quinn fakes her death, so I guess Mindy rules her out. But I suppose Mindy was right about it at one point. And then she also suspected Ethan. So yeah, I don't know. But yeah, she's never there for the final act. Maybe she will in this one. But I do think if she is there for the final act in Scream 7, I think she's going to die. I think she's going to get killed, hopefully by Stu in the final act. You know, I've put out theories before that, like, I think Mindy could maybe be onto Stu because it seems like Mindy is a believer of the theory. She's the one who brought it up in Scream 6, you know, when Kirby said the TV that killed Stu Macher, Mindy said, if you believe he's really dead. So it seems like she's into the theory. So what if throughout Scream 7, that's kind of a topic in the movie, like this theory, and how many people in the world believe it, and maybe Mindy is like onto him, and so Stu kills her at the end. I don't know. But yeah, it would be cool to see Mindy finally make it to the final act for once. Thank you, Yuno, for your super chat. And I see Mandy has become a channel member. Thank you so much, Mandy. If anyone else wants to become a channel member, the link is down in the description, or you can click on the $sign where you leave a comment in the live chat, and you can click the $sign and click on membership. So then you get some members only perks. You get access to some exclusive videos that not everyone on the channel can see. And you also get to use the fun scream emojis in the chat. So anyone who is here right now, who is a channel member, you can use those scream emojis in the chat. I have Ghostface, Sydney, Billy, a bunch of different characters. Thank you, Mandy. Gloria says 4 weeks left and no new trailers or promotions. What are you doing, Kevin? Yeah, they have been pretty lacking with the promos, but you know, we did get that new featurette, which I think was pretty cool. Like we showed earlier, we have this new shot of someone dangling from the ceiling. We have, you know, Ghostface here. And also another image I wanted to pull up. We got like some behind the scenes stuff with, let's see here. We have Kevin directing Nev Campbell. Absolutely love to see this. It just warms my heart. So that was really cool to see. And we also got Kevin directing Jimmy Tatro in this scene at the Mocker House. I am so hyped for this scene right here. I cannot wait to see what it's all about, what is actually going on. You know, I can't wait. Okay, I think I'm gonna call it on the giveaway. So last call, if you want to enter the giveaway, which is going to be these tree ornaments, these horror tree ornaments. To enter the giveaway, you need to like my most recent story on my Instagram. And my Instagram is surprise_Sistapam. You have a couple more minutes to enter that while I start entering your names into this spinning wheel thing. And just a reminder, unfortunately, to enter the giveaway, you do have to live in the US just because whatchamacallit? International shipping is crazy expensive. wish I could ship to laptop is super slow. I need to buy a new computer. That is something that I should do in 2026. Let's see. There's not that many people in the giveaway. So again, last call if you want to enter. I am finalizing everyone's entry. And if you win, then I will send you a DM, and then you have to like give me your information so I know where to ship. Okay. Let's see here. Gloria says Paramount Studios should pay me for promoting Scream 7. You and me both. I feel like all of us have been doing all the promo. Okay. Last call for the giveaway. My Instagram account is surprise_Sistapam. All right. Let me just make sure I have everyone. Okay, we got a few more people. Nice. All right, let's do this. Let's see who is going to be the winner of the giveaway. This is very exciting. I've never done one before. Okay, I am sharing my screen with the wheel, and I'm gonna spin the wheel, and we're gonna see who won. Let's see, is it working? Okay. I'm gonna spin it. Ooh, Gemstone Babe is the winner of the giveaway. Congratulations, Gemstone Babe. Nice, exciting. Okay, so I will DM you, and then you just have to share your address and stuff with me so that I can ship it to you. Nice, this is exciting. Let's see. All right, awesome. Of course, my screen is freezing. Oh, it was your first giveaway ever? Nice. This is the first one I ever did also on the channel. I definitely want to do more of these for sure. Justin is asking, what did she win? She won. Let me pull it up. My computer's being slow because I have all these tabs open now. This is what she won. These tree ornaments of these different horror characters. So they are super cool. I have some for myself as well. I got on Amazon this little like tree thing. It's not a Christmas tree. It's kind of like a scary looking tree, and I got these ornaments. And I have doubles of all of them. So I figured let me do a little giveaway. I see Ryan is quoting Saw. That's from Saw, right? Oh my god, which, guys, by the way, I finally just watched Saw X the other night. I know I am so late to the game. You know, back in the day, like when the Saw franchise was kind of super popular, like coming out with a lot of movies, I was a fan, but then I kind of just fell off and wasn't really into it. But then when Saw X came out, I heard it was really good. Obviously, that's what everyone said. And hold on, let me need to get rid of some of this. But I didn't watch Saw X because there were a few other ones in the franchise that I just needed to catch up on. So I finally watched it, and yeah, Saw X was great. It really was. So glad to be caught up. Glad that they're moving forward with the 11th movie. And I know James Wan just said something about it where he wants to like get back to that, the essentially the essence of that first movie. So looking forward to that. You know, is here with another super chat. You said, I think there's a good chance we'll get a new trailer same day as tickets are launching, or at least in that same week. Yeah, you never know. So am I correct in saying that tickets are going on sale February 8th? Why am I thinking that? Did I read that somewhere? Did they officially announce that tickets are going on sale on the 8th? I don't know why that's in my mind. Like, am I imagining that? But isn't that the day of the Super Bowl? which some people think we're gonna get a trailer released during the Super Bowl. I don't know. I don't know anything, you guys. I wish I had the answers, but I don't know. What I was thinking is that they would want that second trailer to be out already, like sooner rather than later. But I'm honestly thinking that they could release it closer to the release date. I don't know. Thank you, you know. Josh is here with the $5 super chat. You said, is Hannah the fairy princess in the play? The way she's strung up is like she's flying, like a fairy does. I don't know. I don't know anything about the story of the play, The Fairy Princess. But yeah, I'm thinking, you know, I've heard rumors that McKenna Grace's character is named Hannah. I don't know how true this is, if it's official. I hear people talk about these character names, but officially we haven't gotten anything to my knowledge, you know? But yeah, I think McKenna Grace is named Hannah. And I do think that this is her strung up. It's just a thought and a theory, you know. I don't know for sure, but that's a good point. She is strung up like she's flying. I really cannot wait to see this scene. Like Ghostface looks sick there. The girl dangling looks insane. Seeing this in that featurette just thrown in there. Oh man, I loved it. Yeah, so when I did a little breakdown video for the featurette, I said to you guys, like, I don't really need a second trailer, a full-length second trailer. If they just keep giving us some more behind-the-scenes stuff, like that featurette, with little things like this thrown in there, that is enough for me to just get hype for this movie. So hopefully we get some more behind-the-scenes stuff, and hopefully it's with some of the newer cast members, like Tatum's friend group, like Celeste O'Connor, the new boys in the movie, you know, Sam Reckner and Asa Gurman. I want to hear from them. I haven't even heard their voices, or heard them talk about anything, you know? Like, come on, give us something with the new characters. I mean, I just hope we at least get those individual character posters. I feel like we have to, right? If they gave us, for Scream 5 and 6, they gave us those individual character posters. And we know that Scream 7's poster that we got is a similar style to 5 and 6. So they have to give us those character posters for 7 as well, right? I hope so. Thank you, Josh, for your super chat. Appreciate you. JDev says Saw X is awesome. What other horror franchises do you like? I love the Child's Play franchise, the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise, Friday the 13th. So Jeepers Creepers is one of my favorite horror movies ever. The first one is so good. I even have, look, above me there, I have the license plate in the back there. Even Jeepers Creepers 2 is like amazing. It's a great sequel. The third movie, not terrible. I know it's not great, but it's not the worst movie I've ever seen. There were certain aspects of the third movie that I do enjoy. The fourth one, however, when it first came out, I spent money to rent it, to watch it at home. And it was so bad, I couldn't even finish it. Which, typically, if I spend money to watch a movie, I'm going to finish it no matter what. I couldn't even finish it, which sucks so bad because you know, that it had potential. Like the franchise in general had potential. I don't know why, you know, the ending for Jeepers Creepers 3 with Trish at the end, why didn't they explore that in 4? Why didn't she return for the 4th one? I don't know. Um so I guess you could say I like that franchise even though half of that franchise isn't great. I hope they make a 5th one and redeem themselves. I like the Saw franchise, Terrifier. The bone marrow bit was so good. Yeah, that was oof. That was nasty. Do you think Scream 7 will be better than Screams 5 and 6? Definitely. Absolutely. No doubt in my mind because you know, Scream 5 and 6 with Radio Silence making those movies, like they're good movies. I love them. I will continue to rewatch them, but we all can just agree, I think, that 5 and 6 was missing something. Like it was missing Wes Craven's magic. It was missing Kevin Williamson's magic. Um yeah, I definitely think I think 7 has the ingredients to be great. And it's definitely going to be better than 5 and 6 for sure. Oh, Critical Overlord is here. Welcome to the stream. And you said AMC shared on TikTok it was the 9th. Okay, nice. You know I'm going to be buying my ticket the day they go on sale. For sure. Yeah, so I think so. I think that's the way most movies work these days. There's that Thursday night showing. I know that I saw Black Phone 2 Thursday night. So, yeah, I'm definitely seeing Scream 7 the first chance I get. I'm glad you're enjoying the Scream emojis, Mandy. You know said, have you seen Regretting You starring McKenna Grace? Such a good movie, and she's such a great actress. Definitely excited to see her in Scream 7. I did see Regretting You. I watched it a couple weeks ago on Paramount Plus. Also, Mason from Black Phone is in that movie, and I love him. I think he is a great actor, and McKenna Grace really is so talented as well. And I've been a fan of hers for a long time because she's been acting since she was super young. She just so happened to be in a lot of things that I've seen throughout the years because she's always played the young version of actresses in things. Like I love The Vampire Diaries, and which is a Kevin Williamson project as well, and she played the young version of Caroline on that show. You know, she was in the movie about Tanya Harding. She was the younger version. She was in wasn't she in Haunting of Hill House? So she's been around for ages at this point, and she's only like 18 years old. So that's kind of insane. But yeah, she was really good in that movie. I enjoyed Regretting You. Not a horror movie if anyone here is strictly a horror fan, but great movie. She was great. Thank you, Yuno, for your super chat. Appreciate you. Yeah, first Jeepers Creepers, man. I loved that movie from the first moment I saw it, and I was super young. So the first one, what was it? Was it 2001 or 2003? I think it was 2001. I watched it when I was super young, and I yeah, yeah, so I fell in love with Justin Long when I saw him in Jeepers Creepers, and I became obsessed with him where I had to watch, like, every movie with Justin Long. Um, has anyone here seen the movie Accepted, where he makes, like, a fake college? That movie is so funny, and I used to love it. But I haven't watched it in years, actually. Yeah, Final Destination, that's another franchise I like, getting back to the previous comment. Um, yeah, the most recent one was good. I saw that in theaters. Scream 6 gets too much hate. I love it. Yeah, I mean, I don't hate it. I think it's a good movie, and I still like it. But yeah. Hey, Tucci Coated. um, yeah, that reveal, man, ugh, it sucked. I'm sorry. Like I don't know what it is. It was just disappointing. That reveal and the performances after the reveal, not great. I remember walking out of that theater like, really? That's what we got? I don't know. The reveal in 5 um was way better than 6. Like when I initially watched 5, I wasn't crazy about that reveal either. But now when I go back and watch both those movies, you know, Scream 5, that final act is way better than Scream 6. Ian says, "Can't wait for February to begin. We are really close to Scream 7." You and me both, Ian. We are 28 days away. Is that right? Yeah. Once we hit February 1st, it's going to be crazy to think to be able to say it comes out this month, you know? Cannot wait. Mandy says, "I feel like Scream 7 is going to connect some dots for us." I sure hope so. I think, you know, those plot holes that are in 5 and 6 where we think it was Stu rather than Quinn or Amber. Yeah, I'm with you, Mandy. Justin says, "Pam recommended Begonia to us the other week, and now it's my new favorite movie." I am so happy that you liked it, Justin. Yeah, I haven't been able to stop thinking about Begonia since I watched it. If anyone here has not seen it, please watch it tonight if you can. It's available to watch on Peacock. No spoilers in the chat because man, that movie is so good. Um yeah, the way that I know that a movie is good is if I cannot stop thinking about it afterwards, and so good. Um Yeah, I'm glad you liked it. It was definitely one of my favorite movies of 2025. It came out at the tail end of last year and it's so good. I kind of wish I saw it in theaters. I didn't. I waited for it to go to streaming. Sheridan says, "I wonder how many, if any, of Tatum's friend group will survive." I don't know. You know what? Let's pull up the poster and kind of make some predictions in the chat right now. I said earlier I do plan to do a prediction video where I kind of make my guesses, who's going to survive, who's going to be a red herring, who's a victim, who's a ghost face. And I'm also going to be talking about that on Nerdbox's channel. But let's just talk about it here. Why not? Okay. So, who do we think is gonna survive, die, be a ghost face? Start dropping your ideas in the chat. I want to hear from you guys. I think Mindy is gonna die as far as, you know, out of the two twins. I think Celeste O'Connor is gonna die. You know, from what we saw in the trailer, it's not looking good for her, but then again, they could just be misleading us. And considering how many characters in the past have survived crazy injuries, maybe she'll survive. I do think Mark Evans is gonna die. Sydney's husband, Tatum's father. I think McKenna Grace is gonna die. As I'm moving through her whole friend group, like, I'm pretty much saying all of them are gonna die. The two new boys, Sam Reckner and Asa Gurman, I think at least one of them has to be Ghostface. And whichever one of them isn't Ghostface, I feel like is going to survive. But I don't know. Mark Consuelos, Robbie is his character name. He's definitely dead. Like, he's just there to add to the kill count, I think. Timothy Simons is his name, right? I keep messing up his name. I think I keep calling him Timothy Stevens, but I think it's actually Timothy Simons. I could see it going either way for him. I don't know. And Anna Camp, you guys know, I think she is secretly Leslie Mocker. And if she is, I think she's going to die. If she's not Leslie Mocker, then I think she might survive, actually. Let's see. Do you think Roman and Jill would make a good Ghostface team? I mean, probably. You know, they're both family members of Sydney who want her dead, so. Just watched Accepted last week for the first time. He was great in it and loved the plot. Yeah, that is like one of those early 2000s movies that is just so good, and they just don't make movies like that anymore. Like, I'm sorry. Hate to be that person, but movies these days just suck compared to those earlier movies. You know, they just had so much heart and soul, and the comedy was so good, and nothing's the same anymore. Let's see. Ryan says, I think the hate for Scream 6 is fair, but I still love the movie. Yeah, I do agree with you, Ryan. I just think, you know, the movie, I feel like it was rushed. The movie came out only a year after Scream 5, and I feel like they should have taken more time to tweak the script and whatnot. I've always said I feel like Scream 6 feels like more of a spin-off movie to me. I don't know. It's hard to explain. The reason I like Scream 5 more is because it takes place in Woodsboro. Sydney's in that movie. Dewey's in that movie. And it feels like a Scream movie. Scream 6, you know, we're in New York City. No Sydney, no Dewey. It just feels like a spin-off movie in a way. I don't know. Still love it. Just watched it the other day. Enjoyed it once again. Justin says, I didn't mind Quinn's performance. The rest were terrible. Yeah, I do agree with you. Out of the three Ghostfaces, the Bailey family, I do think Quinn was the best. Like, her performance after the reveal was kind of intimidating. Ethan, you guys know how I feel about Ethan. I cannot stand him. I don't know what it is. Bailey, so his performance is kind of bad. It is bad, but I talked about this in either last week's stream or maybe it was on Marcus's stream a couple weeks ago. I think it was on Marcus's stream. Dermot Mulroney's performance in that final act is so bad that it's almost good. It kind of makes me laugh, which I don't know if that was the goal there, if that was their intention to make me laugh, but I find it funny. It's kind of enjoyable. But honestly, that's not really what you want from a ghost face. You want an intimidating ghost face. You want to actually feel scared a little bit. And he just doesn't give that, in my opinion. But yeah, Quinn was definitely the best. Oh, is there a planned Leprechaun reboot? Didn't the director just pass away? Which is super sad. I don't know if I heard about the reboot, but so last year on St. Patty's Day, I was doing a marathon of the Leprechaun franchise. I wanted to see just how many I could watch in one day, and I think I got to the fourth one. I think I watched the first four. So this year I'm gonna start with the fifth one. How many are there? And which is the one that doesn't? Isn't there one in space, which is kind of ridiculous? Um, but yeah, if there is a reboot, hopefully it's good. Tucci Coded says in Scream 5, when Amber shoots Liv in the head, my jaw was on the floor, not gonna lie. Yeah, it's a good reveal. It is. You know, I'm not a huge fan of Amber in general, but yeah, her reveal's good when she says, welcome to Act 3. That's pretty good. It has grown on me. Her in general, she's grown on me a little bit. Especially after seeing 6's reveal. You know has sent out another super chat. You said, I found out after watching the movie that they play a couple and they're apparently also a couple in real life, I think. Mason's acting is so good. Yeah, so I was on McKenna Grace's Instagram the other day and I saw a bunch of posts with Mason and I'm like, are they dating? I kind of love it. They're kind of a cute couple. Yeah, they were good in the movie together, and if they're dating in real life, that's super cute. And yeah, Mason, I see him being a big star in the future, like when he's a little older, because he's young too. I think they're both 18. But that first Black Phone movie, the first one, like he is so good in that. He really is. He's good in the second one too, but I just wasn't a huge fan of Black Phone 2 compared to the first one. I thought the first one was great, and his performance in the first one, oh my god, so good. It makes me want to just watch more things that he's in. There's a movie on Paramount Plus I noticed that he's in that I added to my watch list. I can't remember what it's called, but it's kind of like I think it's a slasher. That takes place in the 80s. That came out, I think it came out a few years ago. Monster Summer, 2024. It came out last year. Monster Summer. Yeah, that's on my watch list only because Mason is in that movie. Thank you, for your super chat. Yes, Jesse Plemons in Begonia was so good, and it's such a shame that he was not nominated for any awards for an Oscar. That sucks. Um Oh, we have a few more super chats. One from Johnny. You said, watching The Leprechaun on St. Patrick's Day, Pam, how could you stereotype us Irish like that? Listen, everyone watches that that movie on St. Patrick's Day, right? Sorry if not, but I'm gonna do it again this year. Thank you, Johnny, for your super chat. I appreciate you. We have another one from Yuno. Thank you so much. You've been super generous this stream. You said, I think Gail is in the middle of the poster because Ghostface told her in Scream 6, you never got to be the leading lady, did you? Would make sense if that was Stu and it's also Stu in Scream 7. That's an interesting theory. I think so. The reason I think she's in the center rather than Sydney is I think they just wanted her to kind of be equal with her daughter, because her daughter is also the main focus of the movie. And I think going forward in the franchise, I think they're going to shift the focus to Tatum. So they're sort of like equals now. And Gail has always kind of been like the sidekick in a sense. So I just think they didn't want to put Sydney in the center and have Tatum separate from her. But I mean, notice how Sydney is the biggest on the poster. So I do think Sydney's still our leading lady, but that is a very interesting theory. Thank you so much, Yuno, for all of your super chats. I appreciate you. We have a super chat from Marcus. You said in the OG Plan for 3, the Cinema Club teens' deaths were going to be fake outs. That could happen in 7, especially with the performance arts tie-in. I would love that. I would love for them to do that. Oh my god, I'm getting chills thinking about it. I'm going to freak out in the theater, honestly, if that happens. I think they should do it, honestly. I want to see Kevin Williamson carry out his, original vision as much as he can. So I would love that. And that's a good point. Like, the whole theater aspect of it is kind of a similar concept to like the Cinema Club. So I hope you're right, Marcus. Thank you so much for your super chat. And we have another one from Roman. You said 4 weeks until Stu arrives. Yes, 4 weeks away. I cannot wait. I am so excited. Yeah, we're 28 days away, right? So yeah, we're definitely going to be doing at least once a week do a stream leading up to it. Lately I've been doing Friday streams. I think we're going to stick with that. I ideally I would like to throw in a stream throughout the work week, but I wake up early every day, and by the time I get home I'm exhausted. So I don't know, but getting closer to the movie, like, I know we should do some more streams, so I'm gonna try my best. But we're definitely gonna stick with these Friday streams. Thank you, Roman, for your super chat. I appreciate you. We're gonna go for a little bit longer here. Maybe like 20 more minutes to just call it an even 2 hours. If you do have a comment or a question you want to guarantee I see, you should send in a super chat, just because those guarantee I see them. I apologize if, I'm not like ignoring your comments. It's just hard to get to every comment. Unfortunately, I wish I could. But we do have 91 people here, which is insane. Thank you so much. Appreciate you guys, but it's just so hard to get to everyone's comments. Tucci Coded said, do you think when they reveal Stu, they will go back to all the times he was there in the previous movies? I sure hope so. So this is something that I talked about a year ago in a video that I put out called What Has Stu Been Doing for 30 Years? Which is honestly insane that I put that video out a year ago, because every time I reference that video on my channel, I always say like, "Oh, I put it out a few months ago." No, I put it out a year ago. That's how quick time flies. But in that video, I do talk about the possibility that Stu was in every sequel since the beginning. Like, he was in Scream 2, he was in Scream 3 and 4. I don't know if that is true, obviously. I don't know anything, but I definitely think he was in 5 and 6, as you guys know, for sure. Like, there's no doubt in my mind that he was in 5 and 6. So, something that I want to see is them do some flashbacks to 5 and 6 to fill in those gaps. So, like Scream 5, you guys know, I think Stu killed Dewey. So, what I want to see is a flashback to Dewey's death, to see David Arquette again, because we all want to see him again. And maybe that is why he's returning. We know that David Arquette's returning in the movie. Maybe it's because we're going to get a flashback to his death, but sort of get an extended version of that scene and have Ghostface take off the mask and see that it's Stu. Same thing with like Scream 6, Gail's attack. We're going to see like a version of that we didn't see before, where Stu reveals himself. So that's how I'm picturing it. Like, if I was a director or a writer on this movie, that's how I would do it. I would do, like, as in the final act of 7, as Stu is revealed himself, he's verbally giving his monologue, as they always do. As he's giving the monologue, show some flashbacks to 5 and 6 to fill in those gaps. That's perfect to me. If he happened to also be in 2, 3, and 4, I wonder if they would do that. I feel like it's a little harder because those movies were so long ago. Stu would have looked significantly younger back then. It would be harder to get some of those characters, but I feel like they could do it for Scream 4, because I feel like Emma Roberts looks exactly the same, and she has said that she would love to return to the franchise. She said she feels like she wasn't done with the Scream franchise. And something that we have not talked about yet, because this just came out like last night, Neve Campbell was on a red carpet getting interviewed for The Lincoln Lawyer season 4, because that's also releasing right now. And they, of course, asked her about Scream 7. And she said that there's been rumors of returning characters that people want to see, and that definitely happens. That's what she said. So, could it be Emma Roberts? I don't know. I hope so. I don't know. Let's see here. Roman sent out another super chat. You said, I realized the other day that Paramount owns both Dexter and Scream. Crossover? I would love that. Obviously, I don't think that would ever actually happen, but I do think it would be fun for them to do like a promo, like a crossover promo. I feel like if if a season of Dexter was coming out right now, I feel like they would definitely do that. That sucks that that's not an option. I don't know. Maybe one day in the future we'll get kind of like a overlapping releases of like, you know, Scream 8 and season 3 of Dexter. That would be cool for them to do a crossover promo. Oh my god, I would lose my mind. Thank you, Roman, for your super chat. Sheridan says, it's a shame because Dermot Mulroney is a great actor. I don't know what was up with that sitcom dad Ghostface performance. I don't know. I really don't know. He is a great actor. One of my favorite Christmas movies is The Family Stone. He's great in that. So I know when Dermot Mulroney was on Jamie Kennedy's podcast shortly after Scream 6 came out, and he said that he went back and watched Scream 2 to prepare. And when you watch Scream 6, it does seem pretty obvious that he is like trying to impersonate Mickey almost. It's like he's doing this comical impersonation of Mickey. I don't know. It's very weird. When do I think they'll announce Scream 8? I feel like not long after 7 comes out. Justin says, if Ghostface is humorous, you need the right balance of humor and intimidation. Stu, Matthew Lillard perfected that balance. I totally agree with you, Justin. Exactly. Hey, Melissa. You also said, I'll be at cinemas for Scream 7 thinking of Craven. Me too, Melissa, for sure. I've said before, I think about him every day. Seriously. How can you not? You know, every time I watch Scream, I'm always going to think of Steven. Anna Camp is so talented. I really hope she's Leslie Mocker. The only way we can see her play crazy funny. I agree with you. I really hope she's Leslie Mocker. I did put out a theory video about this. At this point, it was probably a year ago. I always want to say like, oh, a few months ago, but no, time flies by. And that video, my Leslie Mocker theory video, is probably over a year old at this point. I might put out another one just as a refresher. I don't know. Do you think Scream 7 has a chance to be a flop? No way. I do not, because, you know, 5 and 6, it's going to be better than 5 and 6. And, you know, those movies are still good. So, yeah, Catherine O'Hara died today, you guys. That is so sad. You know, not only was she in Home Alone, one of the greatest Christmas movies of all time, she was in Beetlejuice. She voices some characters in Nightmare Before Christmas. Yeah, super sad. Like, so unexpected, you know, because first of all, she wasn't that old. She's 71. And she's been working, you know, she was actively working in the industry. She was just at some award shows. Like, man, that was a shock. They start filming Scream 8 March of this year. Yeah, I don't know how true that is. I've heard a few people say that. And I know a while back I did do a video on the channel about how Scream 8 has been greenlit officially because it was on Production Weekly, which tends to be a reliable source. But I don't know. I really don't know if that's true. Um, there's been no more talk about it. But then again, they're keeping everything in general under wraps, so who knows? The second we get some info on this, I'll let you guys know. Yeah, so I just saw today that apparently the script for Heart Eyes 2 is officially it's written. They completed the script. You guys know how I feel about the first Heart Eyes. I thought it was trash. I'm sorry. No offense to anyone, the creators. I know so much work goes into making a movie, but man, that movie sucked. Like at least that reveal sucked so bad and bad. Is my microphone working? Can you guys hear me? Let me know if you can hear me in the chat. My my microphone. Yeah, can you still not hear me? Justin says he can hear me. Okay, cool. What was I saying? Oh yeah, Heart Eyes. That reveal sucked, and that is the whole point of a whodunit slasher. Like you gotta get the reveal right, and it just sucked. Okay, cool. You guys can hear me. Now that was weird. I don't know why that happened. Okay. We're gonna go for just a little bit longer. I'm gonna see how many more comments I can get to, but we are gonna wrap up soon. So if you do have a comment or a question you want to make sure gets answered before we wrap up, you can send in a super chat. Favorite Final Destination movie? The third one. The third one is my favorite. It might be because it was the first one I ever saw. I was young when it came out or when I watched it, and I hadn't seen the first two. The third one was the first one that I saw, and I was obsessed with it. Um, it's so funny. So I used to post on TikTok a lot. I don't anymore, but I used to post a lot. And my hair used to be darker. I used to have dark brown hair. And everyone would tell me that I look like Mary Elizabeth Winstead, who plays Wendy. That's her name, right? Wendy in the third Final Destination. That used to be like my top comment that I look like her. And it's so funny because I was young when that movie came out and I was obsessed with her hair and I cut my bangs to look like her. So it's just funny that people on TikTok think that I look like her. But yeah, the third one is my favorite one. So good. Justin says, how did I never notice the stew house in the background? So it's fairly new. About around Christmas time, I ordered these building blocks. They're like fake Legos. They're not official Legos, but I just call them Legos. So I ordered this Lego thing of Stu Macher's house. I can't believe that they make this. and I became obsessed with it. I've never put together Legos of any kind, and at first it was kinda hard to, like, follow the directions and get the hang of it, but once I got the hang of it, I finished it in a day. I finished building that within the same day. Um, I did put out a video of me building it. It's a few videos back. It's called "Building the Schumacher House" from Scream, and I do share the link of how to purchase it, so if anyone's interested, um, go look at the description of that video. Um, hey, Owen. I am doing well, thank you. I hope you are too. You said, "I believe Stu survived too. Rewatched Scream 4. The opening gave me the feeling that Randy would be walking or we catch up with Randy. Randy should have lived." I wish. I wish Randy was alive. Um, Jamie Kennedy has a theory about how he could have survived. Um, we have a super chat. You said, "I don't know if I am the first Brazilian in your channel. Your work is very awesome. I will make my second Ghost Faces cosplay in cinema." Is that what you meant to say? In Brazil? Nice. Thank you so much. Welcome to the channel. I appreciate you. Thank you for your super chat, for being here and hanging out and supporting the channel. I appreciate you. Let's see here. We are going to go for just a couple more minutes. Hi, Mandy. Appreciate you hanging out and all the support on the channel. Have a great night. Who is your favorite character or characters from the Dexter series and Resurrection? I love Angel Batista. He is, he's so good. He's so pure and innocent. I love him. Um, but really Dexter. Dexter's my favorite. Um, yeah, Dexter and Batista. They're the best. I do really like Lumen as well. Jokes. Too many good ones. Yuno has sent in another super chat. You said, "I heard rumors that Scream 8 would release December this year. If true, they would be comfortable doing a cliffhanger since it's not much waiting time." That is a good point. I hope this is accurate. You know, I that would be a first to get two Scream movies released in the same year. Can you imagine? Wow, that would be insane. But yeah, like I said, a while back, we heard that Scream 8 was greenlit according to Production Weekly. And I think it's true that someone said earlier that the film date was supposed to be March of this year, which is like 2 months from now, but we haven't heard anything since then. So I really don't know. Thank you, for your super chat. We have another one. In Scream 2, Mrs. Loomis and Mickey met in an online chat room, but this happened before Stab Movie. Somebody has to have started it. Could it be Stu? I'm glad you brought this up, because you guys know I think that in Scream 5, Richie and Amber talk about the message board, the subreddit message board where they met. And I think that this is where Stu has been recruiting cult members, people for his cult. So it is interesting that Mrs. Loomis says that she met Mickey online in Scream 2. I don't know. I think it would be really cool if they connect everything and tie it into that. I think that would be super cool. And I very well do think it could be Stu. Will they will they go that route? I don't know, but I would love it if they did. Um, thank you, G Stav, for your super chat. We have one from Sean. You said love the channel and your content. Thank you so much. I seriously appreciate you throwing out a super chat just to give that nice compliment. I appreciate you being here and supporting the channel. Hi, Justin. Melissa says, I want Scream 8 to be a winter-based, like, girls are stranded at a cabin, and Sydney has to get to them before Ghostface does. I would love that. That is something that I wished for Scream 7. You know, back when 7 was first announced, I think this was literally still when Melissa and Jenna were going to be in the movie. I said, like, I would love them to be isolated at a cabin in the snow. Yeah, you know, we definitely, as the franchise goes on, we have to do some stuff that has not been done before, and we've never seen that. So I would love it. Um, Ghostface says, I can't wait to see Stu come back. I am with you, Ghostface. I'm so excited. It's hard to believe that it's about to be here. Stu is about to be back, you guys. I cannot believe it. By the way, just gotta say again, you know, maybe we have some new people here who weren't here before. I do have these Stu Crew t-shirts for sale. So if you are a Stu believer and you want to wear this to the movie theater to see Scream 7 and to prove everyone that you knew he was coming back, these shirts are for sale, linked down below in the store section of my channel. You can find the link in the description, in my community section. You can find it somewhere on my channel. I would so appreciate it if you purchase one. I have Stew Crew, which I love. This one's my favorite. I do have the hoodie version of this as well, if you'd rather a hoodie. But I also do have Team Mocker t-shirts. So please consider buying one. But if not, I still appreciate you guys being here and hanging out and supporting the channel in any way you can. Even if it's just a like on a video, that really goes a long way. You guys don't even realize. It definitely just helps the channel to grow and to push it out to more people, helps the algorithm. Thank you, Ghostface, for your super chat. Debbie says you should do a tier list prediction. Yeah, I did consider doing a live stream as well for that. But like I said, I think that's what we're going to be doing on Nerdbox's channel. So we'll see. I definitely want to do some sort of prediction. Yeah, I did consider doing the tier list because we used to do those tier lists on my live streams. It's been a long time since we did one of those. I might want to get some guests on my channel to do that. So Marcus, if you're still here, I would like you to come on my channel and maybe some other people, maybe Destin, and do like a tier list. That would be super fun. Um, I do, Melissa. I do I do work a lot Monday through Friday. Because yeah, I don't go live as much, unfortunately. I wish I could. Um, I try. I Every day I tell myself like I'm gonna force myself to go live tonight, but then I get home and I'm just like so exhausted. But I always have so much fun hanging out with you guys. Um, but yeah, like if I do one during the work week, it might just be a quick one, like 30 minutes to an hour. It's better than nothing, right? My thing is though, like once I'm on here, um, I wanna stay and hang out for so long. Like a couple weeks ago, we streamed for over 3 hours, which is my longest stream ever. I definitely couldn't do a 3-hour one on a work night, but yeah. Um, oh, and nice, Marcus. Yeah, so I can't stream this Saturday because I do have plans, but, like, next Saturday, we could do something next Saturday probably. Yeah, we'll work something out for sure. Alright, I think we're gonna call it and end the stream here. We've gone a little bit over 2 hours, which is amazing. Thank you guys so much. Seriously appreciate you guys hanging out. Again, thank you guys so much for 23,000 subscribers. That sounds insane, to even say. Seriously, thank you to every single one of you. It's been a crazy journey, so much fun. Um, oh, I see. Destin, yeah, you came back at the right time. All right, cool. Yeah, we will work something out. Definitely before the movie comes out, we got to get together and do some streams. And even after the movie comes out to talk spoilers and stuff. So it's going to be fun. We're going to have lots of fun doing some streams. Um Thank you, Thank you to everyone who left a comment, hung out for the past 2 hours. Special thanks to everyone who sent in a super chat. Seriously appreciate those. Um, and congrats again to the winner of the giveaway. Let me see. Gemstone Babe, congratulations. I will DM you, get the info from you to ship that to you as soon as possible. Um, yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your Friday night. Hopefully, you do something fun, even if it's just watch a movie. I'm definitely gonna go watch a movie tonight. I don't know which one yet. I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend, and I will definitely talk to you guys soon. Catch you next time.